welcome to the Jay and Cody Show. This is Jay and Cody. Welcome to the show. This is the Jay and Cody Show.
What's up, man?
What's up? How you doing?
Pretty good. Interesting weekend. How about you guys?
Not a very interesting weekend.
Yeah.
No, we went to a hookah lounge last night. That was pretty fun. We've been there before.
Oh, you went there?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which place?
No, it was actually a lot better this time.
Really?
Yeah, because I was with people that I enjoyed being, not you as standing aside, of course, because you and I hung out the whole time.
And that's all we did was
Yeah,
stand.
exactly. No, it was actually fun this time because I could drink and
Yeah, see, I thought the drinking was shitty.
didn't drink anything.
Yeah, I did.
They had a water.
I had beers.
Oh.
But they were like 3-2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's the point?
That's
It's
true.
just shitty drinking beer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would kill for like a vodka and Coke or something
had
when
that?
I was there. They didn't when we went.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Oh,
they only
man.
had 3-2 beer when we went.
Oh, dude, they had so many,
Damn.
they could mix so much stuff.
Which
last
one
time.
was
Oh,
this?
okay, that'd be alright then.
Yeah, no, it was Shisha's. Yeah. No, it was cool.
I
They
haven't
had all
actually been
sorts of
to that
stuff. They added a few. They even have a beer pong table now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it
So
was
they
cool.
become more party.
And I think they have. Did they have 2 or 4 pool tables last time?
They only had 2.
Okay, they have 4 now.
Ah, so
Yeah.
that'd make things better too.
It's pretty cool.
We were trying to get on. What about you, Gabe? What was your weekend?
Took the kids to the park. Not a whole lot. That's about it.
Hmm.
Yep, pretty exciting.
Good times. Good
Yeah.
times.
Gotta love it.
You know, you do what you can when you can.
Try
do
to.
it.
We were only at the park for 30 minutes.
What's the point of going?
I don't know. Well, the kids started screaming, wanting to leave, so I was like, all right, whatever.
Alright, that's enough sunlight
That's enough of that. I'm
So
done.
after that, we went to the store and spent way too much money.
Tell me
Gotta love it.
Back to you, Dungeon.
it's shitty.
What about
Yep.
you? Good stuff.
Well, I went to the March for Science.
Really?
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Interesting. A lot of good stuff. You know. It was funny though. Like I got asked by, I think it was the local news channel, me and many others, not just me, but so why are you here? And I thought like, okay, why shouldn't you be here? Like I'm a big fan of clean air,
Mm-hmm.
of clean water,
Yeah.
and I want Trump to shove this like gag bill up his asshole.
Yeah.
So I mean, like anyone, like I feel like out of all the things that we protest and all the things that you go for, that's the one you should have been at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was like the one with like the least amount of turnout. The anti-Trump stuff, and even this woman who I was talking to, she told me, she's like, "Well, you should have been here for the Women's March. That was a turnout." I remember like thinking, like, "What? Is this what you do for like, oh, there's a protest next week. This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna go hang out and socialize."
I'm sure there's like a bunch of people that got calendars. All right, we got
Probably.
one on this date. We got one on this date. Oh, we got 3 this week.
It's like
Cool.
people setting up for concerts.
And it literally can be, you know, like they're just there to. It could be like a pro NAMBLA thing,
Right.
you know? Like
Just there to
we're
hang
going.
I love it.
Fuck little boys, you know, like.
Just there to hang out.
I don't know about that, but
You don't know.
they're along the same lines.
No, that's what NAMBLA is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that whole deal.
You love it. I saw your membership card. It looks just like mine. You know what they say.
Never mind.
If there's grass on the field, the game's been over for years.
Yikes.
I was so close to tweeting that, and then I decided no.
Oh, you should have.
I don't want. You ever have a fear? And until you go off on a tangent, do you ever fear that you'll die? And we'll all die, of course, but you'll die sooner than later. And people will pull things from, you know, your Facebook, your tweet, your Twitter
We
account.
kind of had a conversation about this the other day.
I think we may have.
Kind of.
Your pictures, the things that we say here.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to compile, like, who you are. Like, our immortality has been set in stone.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I'm not worried about that.
You know, and, like, especially like Gabe and I. Like, if, let's say, God forbid, Gabe and I are heading to our respective jobs or whatever tomorrow, get in a car accident, we both die. our children,
Same time.
yeah,
11, 17.
while
Same
holding
time.
hands and penises, but
Got 2 hands.
our kids will learn everything about us pretty much from the things on our Facebook and the things that we've said here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are they gonna take? Like I can just imagine someone at like my eulogy, like reading. So he really liked child molestation jokes. Like, I don't really want that to be me.
He was a very loving father who loved child molestation jokes. There's no relation there.
Thought racism was hilarious. You can't defend yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, there's just a few lines that I don't want to cross, even though I already crossed it on here.
Yeah, and see, I just don't care. Like, I'm dead. I don't care.
You're probably right. You also don't have like a legacy yet.
I don't care about my legacy. I'm dead. I'll be
Well, you
dead.
won't have one yet.
That's fine. No, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, when you do have one, you might be like, oh,
Eh.
I wish I hadn't said that.
Well,
Yeah, like 2 years down the road when you have your first kid.
whoa. 2 years.
You know, I mean,
Easy
yeah.
there.
A year after that, died
Gabe-
in a car wreck.
Gabe's
Just
got a
brutal
surprise for
fucking
you.
car wreck.
He's pregnant.
I thought you were getting fatter.
Just in his balls. It's a tumor.
It's a tumor. It's not a tumor.
But anyway, the March for Science is really cool. I wish it would have been bigger. I wish there would have been a lot more.
More people than went to Trump's inauguration.
Yep. I mean, But I was like, do you remember the whole coverage on the Women's Day thing?
Yeah.
Like, it was everywhere. Didn't really get it on this one.
Yeah.
They're a little short. And I feel like this would be the one, Because it was Earth Day, but I heard more people celebrating like 420.
Yeah.
Which, as we discussed, I don't know what. Hitler's birthday, really?
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
That
like,
is strange.
Gabe was one of those guys that was all posting, yay, it's 420.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I know you hate Jews, but really? Like,
Well, I mean,
But
you gotta speak your voice at some point. I mean,
Right. I think
can't be silent forever.
I think that the women's march was more covered because it was more controversial. I like to think that this
Maybe
wasn't
you're right.
covered as
Maybe
much
you're right.
because not as many people were like, nah, fuck you.
I also just don't think a lot of people showed up.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there probably was big
But I
crowds,
think
like
that
in DC.
it was pretty controversial. So with Earth Day, maybe there were less people who were like, "Nah, this is stupid."
And it was so quickly after Trump won
Yeah.
that it was like kind of a lot of people being like, "Fuck you, Trump."
Yeah, exactly.
As we're kind of all settled now, and we're like, he's our leader, our president. Anyway, they were talking about Hitler's birthday. I got a good question for you guys.
All right.
And trust me, I have quite a few like of these little things today.
Okay.
All right, and I'm taking this kind of from the Todd and
This
Tyler
might be
show,
fun.
but this
I'm
came from
intrigued.
something else. It's not like a bit. I saw a documentary Thursday night, and it just kind of sparked a thing in my mind, and I saw it on the Queen of England. So it got me wondering, and now I'll ask you guys, who's older? Or who would be older, I should say, Anne Frank or the Queen of England?
Queen of England.
Anne Frank. We go with Anne Frank.
Actually, Cody is right. The Queen of England is older. She was born in 1926, and Anne Frank was born in 29.
Oh, really?
Yeah, is that weird? Like, she could be
So I knew
alive.
when
She
Anne
could
Frank
still be
was
alive
born, I
today.
didn't know when
Had not
she
been for
was,
those, not been for those silly Jews or Germans. By the way, speaking of that, real quick, I feel like we should do that every now and then. To like we should come up on the
Hate on the Jews?
no. As a society, like as a world, we need to like. This is gonna come out so wrong, so wrong. But we should start like kind of beating the fuck out of like Middle Easterners. No.
Oh, God.
That's not what I
Made
mean at
it
all.
happen.
I mean the
Take
terrorists.
it easy, Trump.
I mean the terrorists.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out. The Germans, who were like assholes for decades, up until like the 40s.
Yeah.
We came up and a lot of other countries and we're like, fuck you, you people are awful. I mean, we beat the shit out of them into like obscurity. They had to build up from nothing. and every day we reminded them like how fucking shitty and horrible they are. I feel like we should do that to maybe the Muslim extremists. Beat it completely down and like kill all of their like, you know, adults, and then make the children like realize how. And I always say because like you look back at like the Germans now, and they're so fucking different.
Yeah.
And they're like they still feel bad about the whole Jew thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think every now and then you've got to have. This is Egypt. Egypt was like that, and then we beat the fuck out of them. Not us, but like a collective whole beat the fuck out of them, and was like, "Fuck you, you guys are awful." Now look at them.
It's true.
The Romans.
Well, Romans are still kind of shitty people.
They're not nearly the.
Yeah, right. They're not. You know,
some of these terrorist groups are so spread out that it's hard to.
That's the difficult thing. Is
because
they really
the German Empire was kind of centralized.
They were kind of right there in Germany.
You know?
So what if we just had like a really big like picnic in Washington and be like, so all the Muslim extremists, you're welcome to come here. We're gonna sit down for like
free food
for sandwiches.
There's like one
we got
pork shoulder.
I'll even cut the crust off.
We got gays for decapitating.
Yeah, exactly.
We got
women
women
as
for
soon as
beating.
they get there, just beat the absolute hell out of them.
It might work.
That might work. I like it.
I mean, really.
We got candy.
Yeah, send like a message over to the Middle East and just be like, hey, if you're an extremist, we welcome you. Come on.
Family style, we're doing it.
Exactly.
Come on.
Family day, guys. Family day.
Take your extremist to work day.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's one of those. That's one of those things too. Like we were talking about how like if there's somebody you know who's like starting to be watched by the cops or whatever, you're like, nope, I don't know that guy anymore. It's the same thing. Like if one of your friends starts to be like, you know the whole like Allah Akbar thing. That's kind of cool actually. And then you like notice he's getting weapons. You're like, you know what? I don't fucking know you.
Back off for a minute.
Who the fuck are you? Anyway, kind of turn things around. You know how I like to start with different stories and then kind of go into something after asking you guys a question? I'm going to do that with this. And I don't know, there again, it's more a social commentary thing, I guess, than it is anything else. Or maybe a sign of times. So think about that. And I'll start with Gabe. Here's the question.
Uh-oh.
And I'll answer as well, by the way, on this question. If you had a house fire, like if your house, God forbid, burned down, what's the one thing that you would take with you?
My kids, obviously.
Okay, be it your family and everyone's out. Your dog, everything living that you want to save is out. You could take one physical piece of something. What would it be?
My computer.
Your computer?
My guitar.
Your guitar? I thought about this and I didn't know. And I ended up just...
If I could take that whole fucking thing right there, I would take it. I'd throw it out that window right there.
And break it in the process, but okay.
Well, hopefully most of it survives, but...
You would take your guitar?
Take a chance.
And, like, again, I thought about this for quite a while, and I honestly didn't have a good answer. I was just like, I'd probably just take my phone.
Right.
But even that, like... My whole point, though, is, like, this was supposed to be a question that you ask what's the one thing you have that's irreplaceable? In our society anymore, there's really nothing. Your computer goes up, right? That would suck.
It would suck
right?
because of
but
my
everything's
hard drives.
saved. And everything's saved, I'm sure, to, like, a cloud system. You log back in, you can log in, all that back.
Because I've lost stuff on the cloud before. I don't do the cloud stuff.
You still have things backed up, I'm sure, like on an account. I would hope you do.
Well, certain things
I'm now worried.
Certain things I do.
So that's why shows haven't been getting put out.
Certain things I do, but a lot of like my
certain things
studio
is just
stuff.
the porn. That's the only stuff he has backed up.
But like hard drives go out too.
I know hard drives go out.
Like they can just completely shit and you can't get so like you always have like a lot of stuff backed up, at least I would think. Right?
Well, so basically what he's saying is if something craps out, he's fucked.
Yeah, that's not good for us.
Yeah.
But even then, you've got stuff on different websites, right?
Yeah. No, I got stuff on there. Yeah.
So you can find, and like your guitar, it's probably awesome, but insurance, you can buy a new one.
Yeah.
Probably a better one. You know, like, because, well, I mean, let's be honest. You had a house fire. Your computer would become a $4,000 computer, right?
Yeah.
Your guitar, that was a Les Paul special. That wasn't a fucking, that was
signed by Zach Wild.
That was a $2,000 guitar. I don't know what you're talking about. But nothing is irreplaceable anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I was like thinking like, I take like family pictures. Oh, you mean on my phone? Like, because that's where most of them are.
Yeah.
You know, or I would take people's like, I don't know, like an old recipe you have from your grandparents or whatever. Like, oh, you mean the thing I jotted down on my phone? Like,
yeah, exactly.
That even when my phone craps out, I just sign back into my Google account and everything's there.
Yeah.
But it's weird how like we've got to this place where nothing's irreplaceable. And I don't know if that's good or bad.
I argue that it's good to a certain degree, because then if something does happen, it's not like, oh, well, I mean, like if my guitar goes up in flames, God forbid.
That would suck.
It would suck, but I can go out and get a new one.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like the stuff we keep on our phone, if our phone craps out, unless you have stuff saved on like an SD card and it shits out too. But, you know, for the most part, you'll be able to get all your shit back.
And for the most part, there's some sort of device or some sort of backing up system.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, just like if we lost all of our shows,
it
would suck. But oh wait, they're all on YouTube.
Right.
Soon to be on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Soon to be wherever. cheap ad, you know. But yeah.
So I mean, in a way, I argue that it's a good thing. It kind of takes away from like the sentimental value, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I'd rather not have that anyway. I feel less to worry about. I feel better knowing that I can replace it than having to like lose it and never get it back. I'm fine with not having that sentimental value.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think most people would agree with that. I mean, because it's still sentimental, but
right.
You know,
I mean, my guitar means a lot to me. I love that guitar to death. That's my baby. But I can go out and get a new one.
Right, and you can have a new baby.
Yeah, so exactly.
Back to dying in a car crash. This guitar's gonna learn about all of them.
Yeah, right, exactly. My guitar is my legacy.
It's your baby.
I also heard something that was kind of weird. That there's these quantum computers, and they haven't really been made yet, or they're very, very underground. They're so fast they can take like DNA from just sorting it, and this is on this like scale that you wouldn't believe. Not exactly like available for application. Probably in 20 years it probably still won't be. But this whole process, what they were doing with this computer, and again, it was like one of those computers that had like water cooling it, and you know, crazy. I didn't think it was water. I think it was like some sort of like.
They use water cooling.
I mean,
I choose not to, because if your water cooler goes out, you're fucked.
Right, no, but this was like something else.
So
like
it's leaking or something.
Like shit was just like spraying on the
I think they have something similar to that, because I remember reading about that, and they have something similar to that, unless it's just a supercomputer. I believe K-State.
Yeah, I know that there's a lot of.
they keep it in a refrigerator.
Yeah, because of how
a massive, walk-in refrigerator and all that. But because besides keeping it in a fridge,
what they were doing is they were taking. They asked the computer to remake, like basically almost bit by bit, image, voice. Almost like cognition, honestly.
Yeah.
A random person, and all the computer had was the internet, and like the computer did it, and it put this girl, and it was like this 16-year-old girl from like Wisconsin or something. This computer is in Florida, like, and it, like didn't know her, didn't nothing. But just from like the little bits of stuff that she's done or like said, like made a YouTube video or a Facebook video, whatever, you know, accomplishments maybe her parents posted and whatever, like almost bit for bit. And actually, comedian Jim Norton was talking about he thinks that's how immortality is going to happen. And
I can believe it.
you know, his big thing is like, what happens if like the Earth doesn't go tits up, and in like 200 years you come back to life?
That'd be cool.
Isn't that weird though? Like thinking about that, like, and someone else brought you back to life.
So
I'm sure they're not going to be like, here's freedom.
Electronic signals through your brain keep your brain active and all that.
Yeah.
It's
a weird fucking thought.
You just have a, I guess, I don't know, animated body? I don't know.
I guess, yeah. Or even, well, you've seen what they've done with prosthetics now, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I'm kind of saying. I mean, you'd have a robotic.
Yeah, it could be like, basically like Cable from X-Men. That would be awesome. No, that's been my dream since I was like
crazy.
4. I was like, I want to be a robot.
That'd be pretty crazy.
And
It'd be like Deus Ex.
I would still be the worst robot ever.
Oh, I could believe that.
Oh, because it was like
shit, your robot would have that beard and everything.
I got like all these powers, basically. You know, where like you don't feel pain and you're strong and whatever. Just still be in front of my like PlayStation, like gaming. Like, you know,
by then it'd be like the PlayStation 60.
Oh, and I'd be like, oh,
you'll just have a cord that you can pull off of yourself and plug in to the fucking console.
Yeah, probably.
Or you'll just be Bluetooth to the console.
And
you'll just think, just standing there,
just
playing games.
Oh, that'd be perfect. I wouldn't even have to move at all.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, just sit there and just.
You'd be like paying like
move your head once in a while.
Yeah,
a robot hooker to be giving you a blowjob.
Right.
That's where I always take things.
That makes me wonder.
I can't wait till
just that one statement
more
makes
legal.
me wonder if they would incorporate somehow to make you feel things. Like if somebody touched you or some shit, you would think they would have to so that you wouldn't damage your your foot. Like something got dropped on your foot. Fucking smash the fuck out of your robot foot. You can't walk anymore. You try to step and you fucking fall. Then you break part of your arm off or whatever.
Fuck my robot.
You don't feel it. You don't feel it and shit. So I would think they would have to.
No, actually, they would have to because of the fact that physical sensation and either good or bad actually makes up a lot of your emotions.
Yeah.
And so for you to be full, you
go crazy.
Yeah. Like I think love is made up somewhat by fear.
Yeah.
And like that has to come from, like that moment you feel like your heart pounding in your chest, or you start to feel warm or whatever. But yeah, it's all from sensation. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they would have to. It's way beyond any of like what we would know. But I just thought it was weird. I was like, man, that's a weird idea, and like that's kind of highly possible at some point.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think, and I use this term kind of loosely, do you think that science is getting, or not science in general, but innovations are getting less impressive? And here's why I say this, because I hear about...
I just think we're stupider. Like, we don't understand them.
More stupid. But...
that was the point.
The reason I say that is because I hear about things that scientists create or whatnot. I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I can see how they did that. But like when all this shit first started, like when Numbnuts, I can't remember his name right now.
Gabe?
First developed a rocket.
Nope, they're not dumb.
Sorry, I was checking.
I can't remember his name, but he first made a rocket, or like the first computer chip was developed. Those were like huge steps in technology, and now it's kind of like we're just building on it instead of completely designing something new.
Well, we've kind of plateaued.
Yeah,
I disagree with both of you guys, because both of those things are things that like there's so much more to them. I mean, the first computer chip was like
I agree,
the size of like,
but I mean it's more impressive to make something out of nothing than just kind of build on it, in my opinion.
I see what you're saying. I see where both of you guys are coming from.
The father of invention is like a need.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, like, what do we need?
Right.
What we need is like fusion energy.
I was going to say, and I think
shit
right
like
now,
that.
we're in a good spot where we can take the technology we need and use it more for environmental things.
Yeah, but see,
I know.
That's not what your buddy Trump thinks.
No, I know.
There's no money going into that.
No, not at all.
But you're right. You're 100%. I'm just saying, like, I think if you knew, and what I mean by like we're a lot more stupid, is we don't understand how much goes into like making like a quantum computer or something.
Yeah.
But we just have no clue. Like, it's so beyond us. Like, the mathematics alone are just like,
Yeah.
they do this and it does that,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Or like the little cell phone on your lap there. I mean, if you go back to like...
That is more than the first fucking computer could ever dream of.
Oh, way more.
Yeah.
It can do more than a computer from the late 90s.
Yeah.
And, you know...
Or even early 2000s.
Yeah, you're right.
But,
and in 17 years, you have that now.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's impressive.
but that's the evolution of the technology that was invented in the last
And I get what
century,
you're saying.
So I think what Cody's saying is we need to invent something new again. We went from having like no electronic
I mean, I feel
devices, you know,
but the
to
problem is
having this stuff, and now that stuff's just evolving. What's going to be the next?
But like the problem is, what the hell do we invent that's
thing.
like totally new?
That's
Because like pretty much everything that we invent now is just going to be built on something else.
And I think to an extent, everything but the computer was kind of like that. Even the computer actually was built on the adding machine, which was from, you know, the little stones and whatever they used to fucking, you know, that little, wow, what's that thing called? It wasn't even stone, like, it was back in the day with stones, but then they put like little beads on these bars, and they would like, what the fuck is that called?
I can't.
I'm a retard for not knowing.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That is what it's called.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what it says on the box.
You're a retard for not knowing what this is called. But yeah, I mean, like, even that's kind of built on that. And then someone was like, oh, fuck, you can do all sorts of shit with this. And then...
Yeah.
I can make all sorts of money and get, like, prostitutes. You know?
I'm sure that's what he said, too. I guarantee it.
I almost guarantee Bill Gates was thinking about Tinder when he invented it. And everything. He was like, where can I have discreet gay sex?
That's Grindr.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Fuck.
That is the point of Grindr, after all.
Works pretty well, right?
Yeah, it does, actually.
Yeah,
I get about 3 dates a week. By dates, I mean I get raped, but whatever.
I saw something on that. Again, another tangent, complete tangent. But I saw this thing with this promiscuous woman who was like in her 40s, and she was like, "Oh man, when I was like 20, nobody just fucked." And she's like, "Now everyone just fucks. They don't even like each other, and they just fuck." Is that true? Is it that easy just to get your dick wet?
Pretty much.
Like no one gives a fuck. It's just. Hey, there's a hole. There's a pole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
That's disgusting.
That's the whole purpose of hooking up.
This is what's going to happen with you people. You're all going to die of syphilis.
Okay.
That's the zombies. That's what The Walking Dead's about.
Yeah.
You guys all become inflected with syphilis.
Inflected?
Inflected.
Inflected.
There's an inflection of syphilis on you.
So, my turn for a little tangent.
Go ahead.
Did you hear about the college student who was killed with a hammer, like at a track and field thing?
What?
Not like a nail. And
Okay, that was not like that. Should not have been my first response to start laughing. But here's what I think. In my mind, I'm seeing like some guy just standing there and like someone doing the hammer chuck thing and just hit him in the side of the head. And
that's what happened.
That sounds like the idea of that just seems so.
I know,
funny to
but
me.
that's like
that's horrible. It's sad.
no, that's like exactly
That's
what
crazy.
happened, and he was volunteering too. Like he wasn't even in track.
Oh,
and
what
they
the
don't know.
fuck?
People don't know if he was like volunteering at the hammer throw or like at a nearby thing. But yeah, and for those of you who don't know,
Okay, wait, was it Thor that was behind the hammer? Like, who chucked this
It was his
motherfucker?
son.
for those of you who don't know what a hammer throw is, it's a ball with a chain. You spin around a few times and you throw it, and the ball weighs like 16 pounds or so. And yeah, the dude, I guess, really sucks at track, and so he spun around, threw it, and just paramedics treated him there, and I'm pretty sure he died on the way to the hospital.
That's what's wrong with our society. Oh wait, it was the guy throwing it that killed himself?
No.
Oh,
He killed someone else.
the shitty guy.
The shitty guy killed somebody else.
And see, that's the problem with our society. People don't tell people enough that you're not good.
Yeah.
Just give it up. Go do something else. This is not a good idea.
I mean, it could have been an accident.
I'm sure it probably was. I'm sure he wasn't like, check this out. He's like,
watch this, I'm gonna hit this guy over here.
What really caught my eye was the name of this kid, because like I knew somebody by that name. I went to school with him. I was like, holy shit! And
you're hoping it was.
Well, kind of.
You're like, he's a dick.
Kind of, yeah. And at first glance, like it kind of looked like him too. I was like, oh my god. But I don't think it was him. I don't think. He's done a little bit of drugs in the past.
Well,
this kid looks like he could have been.
He would have been from Kansas, so
yeah.
You know what's interesting too? Like, there was another college kid killed by another college kid in the world.
It's not big enough.
It's not, but I don't really know where it happened. I know it happened in the Middle East somewhere.
Oh.
But a group of college kids beat to death one of their fellow mates because he was posting liberal thoughts on his social media. I heard
about that.
Seriously?
Yeah, beaten to death. I mean, like blood pulp everywhere. You know, I find it funny, like the difference between your story, which is like, it's a tragedy, it's horrible, that sucks, and that's what America complains about, and the dangers of like not telling someone you suck at something. Yeah. But on the other end of the globe, you've got people just like, what, you didn't vote? You didn't praise Allah all the time? Fuck you, we're all gonna beat you to death.
Yeah.
Like, can you get any more difference from like a mecca of like invention and progressive thinking to the Stone Age? Like, just so quick. Like, right. You could be back in the Stone Age in like 15 hours.
Kind of like Hillary Clinton.
yeah. I kind of like her. I kind of make it rock smash your head. Oh fuck! And in any other like structure, my God, I want to go on something, but I'm really realizing how hate this is. Like, my speech is becoming so bad. But
first we gotta beat the fuck out of Middle Easterns, and now this.
In any other progressive thinking of the, like, you kill the fat. You cut it off. You don't, like, if you're not willing to change with the way to progress, you get rid. You got a cancerous tumor, you cut it off. That's all I'm saying. But that sounds so horrible because I don't mean that really. But then on the other hand, I do. Because here's another thing for you. I read this short article. And I honestly wasn't going to use it until we got talking, for some reason, into like hating extremists. Which again, there's nothing wrong with hating extremists.
Right.
100%. But, and maybe even saying to like the Muslim culture, you got to change a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't, listen, gays are okay. All right? Yeah. Look what we did to fucking Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, no, I know. And like,
but anyway, let me just expand on this real quick.
Go for it.
They talked about, there's these two Muslim women, and they talked about when it's okay to hit your wife. And that's if she allows someone in your house that the man doesn't want in the house. She could be anybody, by the way. Could be your mother-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
fucked up.
and what the man is supposed to do to avoid from hitting her. Like, here's the steps you take first before you hit her. The first one is to warn her, I'm going to, Allah doesn't appreciate your actions against me, whatever it is. The second thing is to not have sex with her, because, everybody wants to fuck a Middle Eastern guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not only does he have a tiny dick, he's hairy.
And smells.
And smells, yes.
Like great people.
Like curry, because they, no, I'm kidding. But no, just the idea, like, that's such a masculine idea that, like, oh, I'm giving you my gift, It's like,
piss off.
No one wants that. and then basically, if those two don't work, then you're allowed to hit your wife.
But, like, is it worth it at that point? Because that could be, like, 2 weeks process.
That could take, like, 5 minutes, though, too. They'd be like, hey, don't fucking do that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah,
like, 2 weeks later down the road, she's going to get bitch slap, blindsided out of nowhere. What the hell was that for? Oh, well, 2 weeks ago when you let someone in my house. I thought you were over that.
Your mom stopped by. Yeah. You let her in. I hadn't had sex with you in 2 weeks. I thought you'd make it, you'd say something. Yeah, like, what the, like, come on, that's gotta change.
Yeah. Well, and not just, I was thinking more along the lines of radical Islam, that if the normies, I will refer to them as, don't speak up, it's going to ruin it for everyone.
I think so, yeah.
It's like that fat kid in your class that always kind of wants to play hide and seek with you.
But you can always see his fat ass behind the tree.
Exactly. And so, like, no matter, or like he always tags along because he doesn't know where to hide. No matter what team he's on, your team's going to lose. This is the same thing. If the fatties of radical Islam aren't taken care of and cut loose, well, the normies are always going to lose.
You're right. No, you're 100% right. And there's some things that, like, as a society, and there again, you know what? Actually, this ties perfectly in with the whole, like, sometimes you just got to tell someone you suck or this isn't working.
No.
Because that's how Christianity changed. It wasn't like Christianity was that welcome.
No.
Then when they were stoning people.
Like crusades.
Yeah, they were killing people for no reason. People were like, hey, fuck you, this can't happen. Yeah. They weren't like, you know what, we got to be sensitive to their needs. No, fuck them. Right. They're fucking killing people.
They're trying to be better.
And now they're better. Yeah. Now they're,
better-ish.
You know. Honestly, Christianity could keep going the way it is. I have no problem.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, they're annoying at times. But hell, fucking most of them are even so progressive. A good chunk of them are like, yeah, evolution exists because God's smart enough to create evolution. So yeah, you're right. You know, I mean,
I can get with that.
You know, and that's so progressive from everything. My point is like, maybe it's not so bad to like not call people out on shit and be super liberal. We're too liberal. We fucking ruin everything. You know? You can't let everyone exist perfectly. I mean, fuck.
That's why I hate those like coexist stickers.
Oh, I know.
It's the worst.
Like, no, pagans are retarded. Okay, it's a stupid religion.
Yeah.
But no, can you imagine if you did that like with your spouse or whatever?
What?
Just let them and they let you coexist the way you are. Like, fucking, that's why relationships don't work. Because people don't, and people don't tell them, like, hey, I don't really... when you rub up against my butt with your boner at night, that's really annoying.
I don't really appreciate you fucking my best friend.
I enjoyed it.
But you don't know. Yeah. No one tells you.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
I don't really like it when you pee on me in my sleep.
It's like the friend that becomes like he starts wearing the cowboy hat.
Yes,
and you're like, dude, no. But like everyone's afraid to tell him to take it off.
He's wearing the cowboy hat with the tennis shoes on.
And you're just being a shitty friend by not telling him.
No, honestly, there was a kid like that in my high school, and I told him every day that he looked retarded in his hat. Everyone was like, Cody, it's a fashion statement. Just let him wear a hat. I'm like, but he looks ridiculous.
He must be wearing a dick on his head.
I was like, you're not a cowboy. You look stupid.
If he was wearing a fist on his head, at least you'd enjoy it.
No, honest to God, he tried to jump his mom's minivan one time and dropped the transmission when he landed. Seriously, I watched it.
That's fucking great.
It was beautiful.
So this guy wasn't exactly a scholar.
No, and he had like the steer horns on the front of his car.
Oh my god.
It was really bad. And he also made up a girlfriend, by the way.
Oh, that's the worst.
For like 6 months, and it was kind of that thing where everyone knew but also didn't say anything because he was like, oh, well, she goes to a different school. Yeah, like, well, do you have any pictures of her? Like, no, she doesn't like taking pictures.
You wouldn't even get a fake one off the internet?
Right? No, and then like 6 months later, they're like, oh, we broke up. I was like, you never really had a girlfriend.
Did you ever get your dick wet? No. Anyway, I guess we're going to take a quick break, kind of reconvene, and we'll be right back. Hopefully you guys won't notice it. And we're back. So, I believe you had Cody, I believe you had a story that you were going to bring up.
I did. Are you referencing our good friend Aaron Hernandez?
Yes. I'd say friend. I mean, listen, you meet together in a group orgy, and then all of a sudden you're friends.
Right, I know, I get it. It's a little different situation.
Have you seen all the crazy shit that he was? He had a gay lover.
Really?
Oh, you guys!
I did not see that.
No, I didn't
so
see
that thing, the whole gay orgy, that just flew right over your head.
I thought you were just being you.
Yeah.
I thought you were just being a very homosexual.
I honestly had no idea.
So basically, when they found Hernandez, he was found with a Bible verse, John 3:16. Because I guess he was going to go to a wrestling event or a sports event. I'm kidding. And they had it wrote on his forehead. You were giving me that look. How many fucking morons stand there with the John 3:16 sign? He had it wrote on his forehead in a weird manner, and they found 3 notes by him. And one of them was to his kid, one was like to his, I don't know, his girlfriend or whatever. Then the other one was to his gay lover.
Were they like suicide?
So he had a girlfriend and a gay lover.
Apparently. They also found soap like all over the floor.
Like he just dropped a lot of soap?
He purposely soaped down the floor so he couldn't change his mind.
Oh shit.
Oh, so
This
he couldn't
goes in-
stand up out of it, huh?
This goes into like my thing. Do you think he killed himself, or do you think he was killed?
I think he probably killed
I
himself.
think he killed himself.
Hear me out.
Well,
on this
now that you say all that kind of stuff, it kind of makes me question it.
Does it?
A little bit.
Why?
Because what if somebody soaked down the floor?
Yeah, but what if he
And
soaked down
what
the
better
floor?
way to punk somebody
Punk
than
somebody than to kill him?
well, no, and then to leave a note to a gay lover.
Yeah.
Like, not only is this bitch dead, I'm making everyone
Was
think
there
he
any
was a
proof
faggot.
before this point that he had a gay lover?
By the way, I have no problems with gay people. I said that in reference to.
Man.
I don't think there's any talk of it. No.
What is it with football players? First Aaron Rodgers, now Aaron Hernandez.
It's these Aaron guys.
I know, that's a
Watch
good
out for
point.
The double A.
There's some in the water.
They love the dick.
Nah, I think he killed himself. I'm curious what the coroner says.
Here's what I got. For reasons why he would have. He's doing life in prison, and he's running out of money. That would be depressing.
Yeah.
He could apparently hear the Patriots football stadium. I don't know why I said football stadium.
Hey,
What else the fuck they play?
I thought,
But he could hear it from his cell.
Yeah.
Like, so on game day, he could hear all the cheering, and
yeah.
that would be incredibly depressing.
You just hear the distance. Fuck Aaron
You said-
Hernandez.
Here's another
You said,
thing.
hold on one second. You said that he was running out of money?
Yeah, he's running out of money.
I was
But
told,
him running out of money-
that the NFL still owed him like $16 million. Something like that.
No, he breaches that when you know.
Go to jail.
Well,
I don't know, because somebody was
Here's the
saying
thing.
that, and this may be wrong. This is just what I heard, but somebody said that it didn't violate like a certain contract or something like that.
You're
and they
right
still
on
owed
part of
him.
Killing somebody.
they owe him $3 million
Oh, is it $3 million
because
after the fact and all that?
because he died before they proved that he was guilty of the murder.
Oh,
And so that's another weird thing. But I was going to put that into the con as to where he wouldn't have killed him or would have killed himself. Sorry, that was
Wait,
a pro,
what do you
yeah.
mean he died before they?
Okay, he was just acquitted of the double murder.
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah.
going up on trial for the murder he's doing time for again. And
but
he died before it, so they
Yeah.
couldn't exactly prove.
Oh, I definitely would have like lived through that. Cause like, what if you didn't come out innocent?
What if? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? And that's the thing. Like, do you really gamble that on $3 million?
Well,
And
it's
he
not
lost
just
all
$3
the money
million,
in
though.
his life insurance.
But
by
it's
killing
not
himself.
just $3 million. It's, I mean, his.
No, it was
life
just his signing bonus. But yeah, I don't know how much his life insurance because he lost out on that since he killed
No,
himself.
I know, but aside from the money, I mean, you still got like his kid. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not just about the money. If you
No,
get out,
We're
you know
just
what
talking
I mean?
about just about the money.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. If he's like trying to do something for his kid,
Well, I mean,
That's
$3
what I
mil-
was wondering.
$3 million.
If he-
That can kind of set you off pretty well. I'd gamble it for $3 million.
yeah. I wonder if he didn't do it so that his kid would get the money. Because if they,
He wouldn't have though.
here's my other thing though. He would have to be one hell of a selfless person to kill himself for that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
and I don't see him as the type, especially if he went
Remember,
to
we
jail
don't
for
know
murder.
him personally.
No.
So
I mean,
it's
the only thing we
possible,
know
it's
about him is he's a
possibility.
murderer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's probably a douchebag. But here's the other thing I was thinking about.
Douchebag.
Maybe all this shit is because he's gay.
What?
Hear me out. Okay, so he
I want to hear this.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Indulge me.
he beat up like 2 people when he was in college for spilling a drink or something. I don't know. Something happened at a nightclub.
They were walking out and they spilled their beer on him.
And he beat the fuck out of him. But what if people asked him, like, what happened? And that's what he told them. But the real story was they splashed him and called him a fag. Like, what if people kind of knew? Some people knew that he was a little bit gay, but he was so hypersensitive about it and didn't want to come out because, like, he knew it could have been his career. And so he beat the fuck out of him just out of anger and fear that they would say. Then what if the brother-in-law or whatever he was, the guy that he killed, what if he had told him, like, listen, either you pay me this amount of money or I'm going to come out with these pictures or whatever. I'm going to break it that you're gay. And so he killed him. Like, I'm just saying, like, what if that's the story?
I don't know. That's putting a lot of stipulation around.
It's possible, though. I mean,
but the reality is either he was truly gay in life or he was murdered. That's the two things you have to take from this.
But what if he wasn't gay at all and he just killed himself?
Why would he write a gay love note?
How do you know it was him?
Here's the thing.
Who would have wrote it for him? Like, why would they have written a gay love note if they didn't kill him?
Here's the thing.
What if they did kill him, though, and just wrote the note?
That's what I'm saying. So either he was murdered or he was actually gay.
No, I got it.
That's what I'm saying.
If he was gay, wouldn't you think since he committed suicide, that his gay lover would have said something by now?
No.
Well, they got the gay lover. They have him on, like, watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's a high possibility.
He might kill himself. But
that's a high possibility.
The gay guy says that, like, he doesn't know anything. The gay lover, I should say, says he doesn't. So it's like, yeah. So what is it? One of the two things is true, and you don't know, like, because when you first start reading about him, you're like, man, this dude, he's got some real anger problems. Because he's fucking beating the shit out of people over nothing. He killed a guy over nothing. But maybe it was over something.
No, that's not something. That's not worth it.
That's not really worth it, but I could see why you'd beat the fuck out of someone. Like, if you were gay, but you were, like, giant, you know, you're 6'6" or whatever and 270 pounds and whatever, and people are calling you a fag, I'd beat the fuck out of them. I mean, would you not, really? I mean, come on. Nah. Especially if you're a big-time college football player, you're the man. I mean, look what fucking Jameis Winston did.
Yeah.
Or the one guy. Who was the guy that punched the chick in the face? Or, by the way, Ray Lewis.
I was gonna say Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis killed a dude.
The other Ravens player who beat the shit out of his.
But no, I was thinking about the college kid. Was it just last year? There was a video out.
Oh yeah.
And
I don't remember his name.
They were at a bar, and the girl said that he just punched her, and he said that she called him the N-word. And, you know, who can say who? There was no audio, you don't know. Yeah. But there again, I'm thinking, hate speech is hate speech. If it's okay to punch a woman in the face, it should be okay to beat up a couple of dudes for calling you a faggot. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
True. I guess.
That's my point, though. Either he was gay or he was murdered. And either way, that's kind of interesting.
Huh. That's a good point. But I'm still curious what the coroner will say.
Yeah, so, of course, I think they've already kind of, you know. Because on the other hand, the prison doesn't want, they're not going to say he was murdered.
Did they say what he hung himself with?
A bed sheet.
But there's so many cameras.
And his gay lover's dick.
There's so many cameras.
There are.
And, like, I don't know. I have a hard time believing that there's no, like, that they would have paid him off, first of all. Which they could have.
I think they could. I mean, I don't think that would be that hard.
Yeah. But still getting away with it without cameras seeing.
Yeah, I don't know. But then not being able to see it, too. That video would be out by now. If it was, even if he killed himself. Yeah. I feel like that video would be out. Because people are sick fuckers. I don't know how many times, like, remember the shooting that happened on Easter? That guy. I don't know how many people I've known who've been like the Facebook killer. Yeah. Been like, have you seen that video? And I'm like, no, I don't want to see it. Yeah. Like, oh, you can see it here. No, fuck you. It's horrible. Why would I want to watch? The people are fucked up. They want to see people die. Yeah. So yeah, that video would be out by now if Hernandez hung himself, or if they had video. Yeah. If they had video of him doing it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll tell you this though. way more coverage than he's ever gotten as an actual athlete.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I mean, try to be Gronk and win a Super Bowl there, buddy.
Right.
So, you were informing me about something that I wasn't sure of. O'Reilly's coming back?
In a way, he's not getting his show back. As you know, Tucker Carlson is proudly taking over that spot.
Yeah, he hasn't even done it yet.
Yeah, I know. But O'Reilly's bringing his podcast back around.
I bet you it's going to do really well
And
at the beginning.
It's called the No Spin Zone still.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's what he refers to as the chamber where he keeps his women.
No spin.
You're not getting out of here.
No, exactly. Like it.
I got a loofah ready for you.
Well, and you know, the article I was reading said this is the first time that he spoke out since this whole accusation thing. I'm like, well, he hasn't spoke out against it though.
Oh,
He hasn't said anything about it.
No, he really hasn't.
So it's like he's not speaking out.
Have you seen the final episode?
No.
I haven't either. I heard it's really awkward and weird.
Really?
I want to look it up.
Me too.
Probably should. Probably should have just done it instead of brought it up on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bet you it'll do really well at the beginning.
I don't think so.
You really over marginalize how I don't know how well together people think, like the right wing think.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I met a guy, in fact, at the iHeart Studios, who was protesting the fact that O'Reilly was being canceled, and he was like, "He's a good guy. He's a decent guy." Like, you don't even fucking know him. Like, you're fucking in bumfuck Wichita, Kansas. Yeah. You don't fucking know him. He'd probably finger bang your mom if he had a chance. You know what I mean? Like,
God damn.
well, he probably would. He's a fucking weirdo.
Jesus. Yeah, you're probably right.
And you know what? It's kind of weird. Like, why is it that kind of man, that, like, Republican man, has no idea how to get a woman? Look at all the Republicans. Right-wing conservatives, maybe not Republicans, but they're fucking conservative. They're the ones who like end up in these like weird like sexual harassment cases because they don't know how to talk to women. They have no idea. They spend all their time saying how stupid women are and how dumb they are. They don't deserve to be. You know, they're less than the
so
white male. But
maybe they're gay,
and they just have no idea how to talk.
All of them?
Yeah. No, they're obviously not gay. I mean.
They talk so much trash on women.
They just don't know how to talk. But that side, by the way, is incredibly tribal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Here's some input, and I think maybe let me ask you this question before I continue on with the stats. Should Democrats be more? Should they lie more?
Should they lie more?
Yes. Here's what I'm saying. If you're taking a complacency test on America, we are actually at a pretty high complacency. Mm-hmm. And I'll read you why. Okay. Under Obama, when asked if this statement is true, the economy is good. 57% of Democrats said yes. 30% of Republicans said yes. Under Trump, 60% of Democrats said yes. 61% of Republicans said yes. Under the same fucking economy, 31% more Republicans say it's better because Trump's there. It's the same economy. But Democrats didn't lie. Yeah. 57 to 60.
Yeah.
Keeping, like, I'm happy with it. Okay, the bombing for Syria, on Syria. When Obama wanted to do it, 35% of Democrats said he should. 22% of Republicans said he should. When Trump did it, 37% of Democrats said that he should. Only 2% difference there. 81% of Republicans said he should.
God damn.
60-some% difference.
Wow.
Like,
so why do you think we should lie more?
Hold on. Here's another good one.
He's getting there.
The statement, are we paying our fair amount of taxes? 62% of Democrats said yes under Trump, and 68% said yes under Obama. Republicans, 13% under Obama said we are. 72% under Trump. And it was the same fucking tax rate.
Yep.
The same fucking thing. What I'm saying is, though, is we look like, as a country, we're more happier under Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we're honest. We're like, oh, this is kind of the same thing Obama left us, so it's good.
Yeah.
But in some ways, maybe we should just be as tribalistic and fucking, like, weirdly territorial as they are.
I wouldn't.
Like, in a way, I'm kind of tired of, like, playing the I'm a bigger man kind of game. You know? Like, instead of being like, well, you know, everyone has the right to their own opinion, and we should... No, like, when we get someone in, we should make people get gay married. You know, like, either you're getting married to another dude or you're getting an abortion. You know, like... No, that's not what I mean, but... They just, you know, like, the liberal side always seems to be the bigger man. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of tired of it.
Yeah.
Like, and if we even come out a little bit, any protests or anything, we're snowflakes who need to just get over shit.
Right.
But they can do whatever they want. We can't fucking complain about it because our own side doesn't even get behind it.
Right.
We're not a big fuck you group, and we should be.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think it accomplishes anything,
but maybe it does, though, because I don't think their like ideology of, you know, the of ethnic people being below white people, of women being below white people, the fear of like a Mexican or a robot stealing your job, or a Mexican robot stealing your job.
Mexican robot. That's the future.
I don't think that fear leads into, like, a better state of living. I don't think giving more tax cuts to the rich helps anything at all. And I don't think most people actually believe that. But there's something about being in, like, that cool group of, you know, I hate everyone, and we need to give all of our money to the rich like they're fucking gods. Something about that's attractive to a good number of people, and I don't know why. I mean, like we were saying, Brexit, fucking Trump, and now it honestly looks like Le Pen will probably win in France.
Yeah.
These ultra right-wing assholes are winning. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's because we are not enough of a fuck you group.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just a thought. Like,
kind of not really speaking our mind anymore.
You're right. We're almost more saying, like, no, live and let live. The whole thing of not telling people you fucking suck.
Yeah.
We're not doing enough of it. I don't know. It's my personal thought in there.
It's true.
Were you gonna run on anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the bombing in Afghanistan. We ended up killing the shadow governor. Did you hear about that?
When was that?
That was like
we're bombing everything all the time now. I'm not even sure. But that wasn't the Moab, was it?
No, that wasn't the Moab. This was a different strike that we did, like either today or like last night.
Oh, I didn't hear about those.
We just like throwing money out there.
Officials said Saturday that a Taliban shadow governor was killed in an effort to deny Taliban freedom of movement in the region. I have the definition.
Let me ask you, who's worse, Taliban or ISIS?
I don't know. It's like covering shit with vomit.
I
mean, to be honest.
You were so quiet, I don't think that line got heard. That was funny. Covering shit with vomit.
Comparing shit.
Oh, I thought you said that's like covering shit with vomit. It's even more disgusting. You're so quiet I couldn't hear. Anyway.
So it says that Taliban shadow governors are responsible for directing insurgents fighting in Afghanistan. They work with more freedom in areas where Kabul does not have control. So basically we took out one of their quote-unquote leaders. I'm not really sure why they're called the shadow governor.
I don't know.
They hide in the shadows.
They're part of the dark side.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It says that no other casualties were reported in the strike. So like that's good. I mean, that means that no innocents were. So really, we kind of took out somebody fairly important, and for once, we didn't kill everybody.
I think that's a good thing. But see, there again, we should say no. We should be like, that's fucking Trump doing shitty thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
I know. We should lie and
but
say
like,
we get it, but we can't.
I agree with it.
I know. Like, I think it's a good thing.
I'd agree with it if Obama did it too, but
it's obvious that I'm for it.
I think it's funny, by the way, how like
after my speech through most of the day,
how everyone's always like, oh well. Democrats are fine with Trump doing it now, but when Obama wanted to do it, they're like, no. I was like, no. I supported it.
Yeah, no.
I don't
even
know.
the numbers show it.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
I think it's a good thing, I guess. I don't know. We've got so many fucking wars going on, though, in a way. Fucking Kim Jong-il in North Korea, that's becoming a fucking...
Yeah, that's not going to be anything.
I keep saying that and I keep thinking it, but then I hear more and more shit, and now I'm not sure.
It won't.
Because here's the thing. He has been wanting to just have some sort of trade come out of North Korea in the last 70 years, and we won't even entertain, like, talks with them.
Why is that bad?
Because then you have nothing to lose. That's dangerous. Like, if you're fighting somebody who, like, let's say you're at a party and, like, all your friends there and you're picking on, like, the dork. The dork is going to lose that fight, probably. And it's no big deal.
Yeah.
He has nothing to lose. You, on the other hand, like, all your friends are there and you're the big badass or whatever. Yeah. The dork kicks your ass, you're going to look like a total fool.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, those are the dangerous people.
I know, but
backing someone into a corner and giving them like no, like I feel like we should at least negotiate with them or just like what's the difference between North Korea and the Assad family?
Not a lot.
No, but we deal with them.
I know, and I don't think we should.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get you.
You know, or we killed fucking Saddam, but we're cool with the one dude in South Africa.
Gaddafi?
Maybe.
No, we already. Well, they killed him.
Yeah.
Insurgent killed him.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people were like, all right, you're cool. Other people are like, so like when you're Kim Jong-un or whatever, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What did I do?
That is true.
I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
I just don't think they're gonna be able to do anything, regardless.
The only thing I worry about is EMP. And the EMP would destroy us. Yeah. It would take all of us out forever. Yeah. Because, as we were saying, like, they are irreplaceable. Not if you dropped an EMP on us.
Yeah, exactly.
If they would float it over on a boat about 20 miles outside of California, they'd ignite it, and all of our electricity would go out. Mm-hmm. TVs, phones, everything gone. And then you're going to see a lot of fucking crazy people like myself who would go nuts and just start, like, killing people. Like, wearing their heads on my dick.
You could be
vehicles wouldn't work.
You can be like that soldier in Vietnam that scalped the enemies and wore them around his belt.
Or like fucking Apocalypse. No, not Apocalypse Now. Yeah, Apocalypse Now. Yeah.
You haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Apocalypse Now?
No.
Oh. Fucking Brando in Apocalypse Now. Wearing fucking having like dead people, the heads like on spikes, and fucking someone's throat. You know, I mean, just insane. Nice. But he didn't do that. But that's what I would do. Couple other things. Turkey's president, Tayyip Erdogan. Erdogan. Anyway, he won an election. Won an election that made him basically the dictator for the next 30 years.
And by the way, that wasn't like a surprise I'm a dictator now. That was like what he ran on pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, they voted for him.
They voted for that. Why the fuck would they do that? And here's the thing that's even weirder is his whole camp, and they were all saying like, oh, good job, you know, congrats on the win.
Do you not realize what you just signed yourself up for?
Part of it is like, as an American, I'm like, Trump, you're a fucking idiot. Like, for one, you probably don't even know what you said. Yeah. I have to at least think that. But two, we also got to start calling Trump out on stupid shit.
Yeah.
Remember when he said Bill O'Reilly is a decent man and he's innocent?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ever gonna be like, what the fuck, asshole?
Well, and it's like...
But this, where he's like actively cool with dictatorship.
And speaking of stupid stuff, did you hear the interview about when they fired the Tomahawk missiles at Afghanistan?
I heard, I did, which part are you referring to?
Well, not the cake part, about how...
This delicious chocolate cake.
Yeah.
The most delicious chocolate cake you've ever seen.
I can't remember what the question was, but he answered, he was like, well, yeah, and we sent missiles over to Iraq. And she was like, don't you mean Afghanistan? He was like, oh, yeah, Afghanistan.
Them too.
I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, you don't even know where you're sending them.
Retarded. That's what really makes you wonder, too. It was like the Moab strike. He didn't say he authorized it.
Yeah.
I wonder, and this would be a good thing, actually. I wonder, though, how much power he's given the military.
I bet he put a lot of it on Mattis.
That's what I'm wondering.
Mad Dog.
Not that I think he's a great guy either, but
no.
He's better than Trump. I mean,
at least he has military experience.
Trump would have bombed Norwoods if he could.
Right. Right. At least he has military experience.
Yeah.
Which I still think is mandatory for a presidency, by the way. I think if you're going to be president, you have to serve in the military.
I don't know. I think either that or some sort of because you don't want... You want a person who, I don't know, doesn't exactly... How do I say this? Obama, I think, was fine.
Yeah.
And he had no military experience.
Right.
But he was a smart guy. He was a community guy.
Mm.
Either one. I don't know. But I don't even know how much power a president really does have.
Yeah.
I've always argued that I think it's more the people around them and their constituents. And that's what's more dangerous, I think, than anything. And the fact that, most of Trump's people are awkward, weird, hateful, and
sycophants.
Yeah. Yeah. Look what Jeff Sessions recently said about Hawaii, basically.
What did he say about Hawaii?
He's like, I think it's really ridiculous that a judge in some island can control whether Trump's travel ban succeeds or not. On some island.
Oh my god.
By the way, who the fuck knows more about being invaded in America than fucking Hawaii?
Right?
Who got fucking bombed.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. That's the group. Anyway, we gotta wrap it up here, but I want to make one little kind of, I don't know, plea or whatever, if you will. We did celebrate Earth Day this weekend, and Bill Maher did this really awesome thing on his show about how everyone wants to travel to Mars and about the global or spaceship expansion and whatever. But if we're gonna take a shitbag fucking planet and rebuild it like Mars, where there isn't air, might be water, there's no food, but we want to rebuild it, and we have places like Budweiser, who's actively looking how to brew beer on Mars.
Yeah.
People like Branson, who says that he wants to be 100% behind populating Mars. And if we're gonna rebuild some fucking shitbag fucking planet, maybe we should rebuild Earth.
Yeah.
And the whole idea behind that, if there's one thing to get behind, it's saving our planet.
Yeah.
If nothing for us, and even if you have a doubt in your mind that maybe some of this stuff won't work, just shut up. Because I have doubts in my mind about your religion, about your fucking beliefs, but I don't fucking call you on it.
And what's the worst?
Because I'm not going to get in the way. But
right.
Yes, what's the worst thing that's going to happen?
It doesn't work and nothing changes.
At least we tried.
Yeah. We
can at least tell our children in the future in front of us that we did something.
Yeah.
We didn't just sit on our hands and, it probably won't do anything.
Yeah.
But with one out of anything to get involved in, that's the thing. Because without Earth, we have no life.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I guess that's it for us. We will see you guys probably in a couple days.
All right.
Hopefully, we're having issues. By the way,
Yeah.
we will figure that out. That is, yeah. This one will totally be uploaded. I'm not sure about the ones on the weekday.
This one will be
We're having
uploaded.
some issues. We'll figure it out.
We got it.
Anyway, a lot of episodes coming out soon. Thanks a lot for listening. Praise Allah.
Peace.